Listen to Rock the Walls with Patrick Walford, Saturdays 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Adobe Radio.
Right now we are joined by a band that just released a brand new EP called Toxic Kids. I'm here talking with Ty Vaughn of Broadway Calls. Ty, you guys have been kind of laying low over the past year, just writing for the new album and this EP. How have things been going to get back on the road once again?
It feels really good to be back on the road. It's been a while, like you said. It's been about a year and a half since we did this. Basically, we toured like 2 months with the Flatliners last year and Cobra Skulls, and now we wanted to put out the full length, but then we just feel like we're like, well, we need to tour around the fest, and it's time to get back out there. So we released Toxic Kids with 6 songs, and we're still writing for the full length that'll be out hopefully summer 2012. We're gonna record in spring, I think.
Yeah. Now, as far as it goes with the EP, are these songs going to be included on the full length, or are these 6 separate songs that are completely separate?
Basically, I think they'll all be separate, except for the last song on the record, or on the EP, is called Stealing Sailboats, and it's an acoustic song, and that originally was a full band, like, loud electric song with another verse and everything. I think that will go on the record, like, as an electric version of that. But other than that, I think that'll probably all just be exclusive to that EP.
Yeah, for sure. Now, as far as things goes with the Toxic Kids EP, Adam, it's first release with the band. What do you feel he really adds to the band going forward, not only on this EP, but coming up on the full length?
Adam's one of our really old friends. He was the bass player in Josh and I's old hardcore band called Countdown to Life, and we've toured with Adam. We knew Adam already. We know he's an incredible bass player. Everything before this was just me and Josh writing all the songs. Like Josh and I would get together, we'd put songs together, and then we'd get like 4 or 5 songs written, and then we'd call Matt and have him come, and we teach him his parts, the vocals and the bass and whatever. But now it's like we don't practice unless it's just the 3 of us, and we all write the songs together, and it's a lot better. The songs turn out a lot better that way, and it's just nice to have a bass player that can write his own bass lines and be a competent musician, So yeah, coming forward, I'm really excited to record the full length with him and kind of push our bass, to a different level. We've never had that before, so it'll be nice.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And just kind of talking about the sound, just for anybody out there who hasn't heard it yet, how would you really compare it to your last record in terms of a sound standpoint? I mean,
compared to the old stuff, it's actually sonically, compared to our last record, it's way more raw sounding. It's way less produced sounding. What we did is we went and recorded with our friend Jack. He's in the band Comadre, and they are known, and his studio is known for having a very raw, natural sound to it, and that's what we wanted. We wanted it to sound like a punk record instead of like a super polished rock record, and that's what our last record sounded like, and we love it, and our next record will probably sound like that too. But for this EP, we wanted like a punk EP, and we wanted like short, fast pop punk songs that don't have breakdowns. They're not influenced by hardcore. They're influenced by pop punk, and so that's what we accomplished, I think, with it. Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
And yourself, just a music fan, to kind of see the way things have gone just over the past year. I mean, you saw Warped Tour this past summer was a lot of but heavy kind of metalcore bands playing the breakdowns, that kind of stuff, and to kind of see that shift for when you guys played it, which was a lot more poppy bands on the main stage and that kind of stuff. What was that really like for you to see? Not even really as a musician, just overall as a music fan.
Yeah, I went to the Warped Tour this last summer too, because the Menzingers were on it, and they were on I went to the Portland one because that was the very last date, and the Menzingers were on it, and I honestly got to see 3 Against Me songs, and I watched the Menzingers, and I had no interest in any other bands that played. It was really disappointing. I did watch the Wonder Years because I was curious. I'd never seen them before, and I met them once a long time ago, and they were cool. They had a great crowd, and but I don't know their music at all, so I didn't, I wasn't a fan of them. And as far as Warped Tour goes, it's just a completely different thing than it used to be even a few years ago. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on the Warped Tour anymore. I used to be upset about it. I used to be like, man, this sucks. There's no like big punk bands. And now I'm just so indifferent to it. Like it doesn't even, it's like not a part of our world anymore. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't really bother with thinking about Warped. And who knows? I mean, I'm not saying we'll never play it again because we could. It was fun, and we did meet like all the Side One Dummy people through Warped and stuff like that. It was cool, but it's just like not really on my radar anymore, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I think as well, just with the kind of, even though the music that you guys play would be considered punk and pop punk, there's this type of music that you guys and the Flatliners play, I feel, and the Strike Anywheres and those kind of bands who are grouped into one group of kind of punk music. Then you have the Wonder Years and the Newfound Glory and Set Your Goals and all those bands in a kind of like a completely different spectrum for whatever reason with the fans and just the way things are. I don't really know what you could really attest it to being that way. It just kind of seems like a funny thing.
Yeah, it's just two different scenes. I mean, like we did a tour with Set Your Goals and Fireworks in Europe in 2009, and like it was fun to hang out with those guys because we're all friends, but it wasn't a very good tour for us. Like it's just two different, totally different scenes. And like a tour like this with the Flatliners or like bands like Dead to Me or the Menzingers or something like that is definitely where we're most comfortable and where like our fans, those are the kind of shows that our fans like going to. So, yeah,
for sure. Toxic Kids EP. As far as having Jack, is he going to be with you guys on the full length record, or are you guys looking to possibly go with somebody else?
Actually, no. For the next full length, we're going to record with Bill Stevenson again, who did Good Views, Bad News. Yeah. He's busy. He's the drummer for the Descendants, for people that don't know. And we just saw him in Chicago the other night. They played Riot Fest, and it was incredible to watch him drum again, because I haven't seen the Descendants since the very first Warped Tour I ever went to. So it was really cool to see them. And we were talking about recording again. I think we're gonna try to get in there spring of 2012 for hopefully a summer release. Yeah.
No, nice. And just getting to work with somebody like Bill Stevenson, at the Blasting Room Studios in Colorado there, what kind of a dynamic does he help bring to the recording process in terms of just, whether it's just as far as just coming up with ideas or just sonically from a sound standpoint?
He is some kind of weird musical genius, and he kind of, the first few days you're in the studio with him, he just tears the songs apart. And at first, I was really territorial over our songs, and it was really weird for me because we had never worked with a producer before. It was really weird for me to give my songs up to somebody just to rip them up and get rid of entire parts if they weren't necessary, or add new parts. And but in the end, you just kind of realize this is Bill Stevenson. He's a legend in the punk world. He's a legend. He started the underground touring things with Black Flag, and he continued with his recording studio and with the Descendants and all and everything. It's kind of it's an honor just to be there and working with him. And he actually really likes our band, and so it's cool because he gets really involved and he gets really excited, and at the end of the day you just know that you accomplished something crazy that you wouldn't have been able to do on your own. So, yeah.
Definitely, for sure. From a writing standpoint on the new record and in terms of the EP, what kind of a writing direction are you guys going? I know with the past two full lengths, a lot of songs just about being on the road, some of the struggles, some of the great times of being on the road. Is it kind of on the same path in terms of where it's going to be from a song standpoint, or are you guys looking to reach out into some different things?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get into some different things. On the EP, I have some songs that are about, they're just, I have some fictional character songs, I have some songs that are about my personal life at home over the past year and a half. And to be honest, I can't say if there's going to be a theme for the whole record overall. Mm-hmm. I kind of doubt it. I think the songs will probably they'll each stand on their own, and they'll be kind of diverse. I want to mix it up a little bit more like our first record. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Plans coming up for you guys, go back home and continue writing this full length?
Well, yeah, we do this tour, and we get home the middle of November, and we're only home for 2 weeks, and then we go to Europe with the Swellers and then tour over it. So we'll be in Europe for we get home right before Christmas, basically, and then and then we'll continue the writing process. Yeah,
definitely, for sure. And like you said, probably looking like June, July release, probably, maybe even a bit sooner, and it's going to be on side one.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it will be on side one. Hopefully, we'll be able to get in the studio March or April. Bill hasn't confirmed like the time yet, so. But yeah, it'll be next summer. We'll have a record out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for joining me on the show today, Ty. Something I like to do with the bands I interview is to get them to choose a song from their catalog, a song that they want the listeners to hear by any band, any artist, any genre. So if you want to pick up Broadway Calls song, a song by any other band, go for it.
Okay, cool. This song, I'm going to pick another new one. This song will be, it's called I'm So Ready to Be Done With My 20s, and it's like a short, fast pop-punk song that's very like Green Day, Ramones inspired, and it's just about like making huge mistakes and just like trying to move on with your life. And then the other song I'm going to pick is a song called Crossed Wires by Superchunk on their record that came out last year, and it's probably one of my favorite songs right now.